Mic check 1 2 1 2 check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3. Check 1 2. Welcome back, everybody. It is time once again for the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. We are back. The 2019-2020 season is upon us, and we start things off with a great matchup between Nauset High School and Mashpee-Monomoy. Hello everybody, I'm Jim McCabe. I'm the play-by-play for the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. So happy to be back for the second season. And interestingly enough, we are starting off this season just as we started last season with the Nauset and Mashpee-Monomoy boys teams getting together here at Charles Moore Arena in Orleans on a Saturday night. This place is packed, and we are ready for a good one as these two teams get involved in the reorganization of Massachusetts high school hockey on the Cape and Islands. Now, these two teams, even though they're not the same division, Mashpee-Monomoy Division 3, Nauset Division 2, they play under the same general conference, the Cape and Islands League. Mashpee-Monomoy is in the Lighthouse Division, Nauset is in the Atlantic Division. These two teams have already warmed up, and we're going to have the play-by-play. The starting lineups have already been announced. I think we're probably going to have the national anthem played here in just a moment. Want to thank again, or want to thank for the first time, the sponsors that have come back for this upcoming season, especially for Nauset. We've got several of them that we're going to mention here in this one. And you may notice that there has been an equipment upgrade, and I know last season was pretty annoying with the play-by-play involving a lot of shakiness. Now yours truly is going to be operating the camera once again. However, it is on a tripod. The cell phone is how we broadcast this game, and so it'll be a little less shaky, and I hope that you'll enjoy that. All right. They're lining up on the blue lines, so we're going to take a quick break here as the national anthem gets played. Our national anthem has been played. And we're just about set for hockey here in Orleans, Mass. Now, I want to let you guys know that this is the first game of the season, so maybe getting any kinks worked out sound-wise. I see one comment about the sound. Hopefully that will improve, but we'll have this be the first game and let you know that there may be some kinks to work out. Both of these teams coming off a first-round loss last season. It was Nauset losing to Medfield and Mashpee-Monomoy losing to Foxborough in their respective first rounds. Lots of familiar names on both teams, lots of new names. We're going to go through them as we move along here. And we're going to have possibly a couple of guests up here tonight. A couple of players that have been on both of these teams in the house. Lucas Tambolio and also Johnny Purcell. both playing for Louisville. We are underway now. The far side of the rink is a little farther, and so there are binoculars involved. You won't see them, but I will, so maybe I'll get a little bit better of a view. As Nauset is the home team in this one, they're wearing the home jerseys, of course. Those are dark blue and yellow. Mashpee-Monomoy with the road jerseys, blue main parts and white shoulders. Nudged one-handed to the far half wall, and then trying to finish it along was Dan Deering. And now this puck's going to bounce out the center. I'll have to be looking at the roster a few times. So sorry if I get a little bit slow on occasion. With this is Ryan Redahan, some names I'm familiar with on both of these teams. And this puck coming in, reaching for it underneath and between the legs is the starting goaltender for Nauset tonight. That's JT Tulloch. On the far end of the ice for 2/3 of the game tonight is going to be number 1 for Mashpee-Monomoy. That is Dominic Tsoukalis. And a face-off to the left of Tulloch. Won by the Nauset Warriors. It's the Warriors against the Sharks. Or I'm sorry, the Monarchs. It's the Mashpee-Monomoy Monarchs that are the visiting team here. Gotta get everybody's nicknames back in order, and this one's going to be played away from Tsoukalis, by Tsoukalis, as Mashpee-Monomoy tries to get things going in its own zone, trying to clear the puck. Good forechecking pressure from Nauset. There's not much sense in moving the camera when it's on the far end. There's not going to be a lot of movement to the right or left that I can do. In fact, cut off here by the low ceiling just above me. Just a little bit, but you're going to see when we go down to the far end how many people are in attendance. This place is packed here tonight. Now Mashpee-Monomoy looks like they're going to be able to get the puck out of their zone, taking their time, but Nauset giving it to them. Now this puck down, and it's going to be Tulloch just letting it go off him. Ethan Keeney plays it away from pressure. Some trouble here though, a turnover. Nauset tries to make the recovery. As Ethan Keeney playing it along the near side, and now it will go down into the Mashpee-Monomoy zone, and we're going to have icing. Just a refresher, we resurface the ice after each period. We have 15-minute periods, and we have nothing after 45. If we are still tied, it will end in a tie. Those are the rules of Massachusetts high school hockey. This will roll down, and they're going to call this icing. Coaching staff, the head coaches are the same. Sal Manganaro for Nauset, and Chris Peterson returning for Mashpee-Monomoy. And he yelled at me last year when I mentioned who that voice is up here, so I'm not going to do it then. But you may be able to tell that there's some coaching up in the media booth as well. Nothing to score. That whoop in on Tulloch. And he holds on for the save. And a face-off again to his left. We played about 2.5 minutes. Oh, and a good save made by Tulloch there on the point shot by Jack Vitnitsky. Puck jarred free. Now it's behind the Nauset net. Played to the near side. Nauset works to get this out of their zone. Pressure from the Monarchs. Now Monarchs are going to start the breakout from all the way on the other end of the ice. Puck out the center off a stick. Backhanded off the glass by Noah Clark. Kept in on the line. Shot into traffic by Colin Underhill for Nauset. And Nauset keeping this alive. Shot from the left point. That one skidded wide after it looked like it went off someone in front, and then a shot from right point was blocked. And now we're going to have a man coming in and shooting. Good back checking on Max Aboud by Ethan Keeney. Aboud still got the shot. And the save was made by Tulloch. Now maybe something else here from Mashpee, but a long distance offering from Casey Fitzgerald, and JT Tulloch has got that.
Nice hustle back,
Again, we are, oh, I'm sorry, I should say again, because I haven't mentioned this. In case you're wondering, you remember from last season, we did this live on YouTube. This season, it's the website Twitch. YouTube changed its rules. You gotta have 1,000 subscribers, so I only have about 1/10 of that. So start subscribing to my YouTube page, I guess. Man getting around on the wing shot, and the save was made by Sukalis on that chance that just came from Clayton Hussey. And we played 4 minutes and 4 seconds of the first period, no score. Face off in the Mashpee-Monomoy zone. Puck out of play. And 4 more seconds off the clock from that. Face-off win for Mashpee-Monomoy. Nauset, though, getting the puck back, thrown out in front, reached for at the point, and unable to keep that one in was Noah Clark. Now Clark's got a backpedal, and he'll play it along the near side and out the center. And there's at the blue line, taken by the Monarchs and skated in offside with the puck on the stick of Lucas Tambolio, one of several Tambolio players still on this Mashpee-Monomoy roster, and we are going to have, again, hopefully Noah Tambolio making the decision to come up here for one of the intermissions, and possibly also Johnny Purcell. Now, Noah Tambolio was on Mashpee-Monomoy last season, and Purcell was on Nauset, and they are having lots of success at the college level now. Hopefully you can hear us. No, we start off with bad sound. Oh, a good save made by Sukalis on that wrister in front from Cooper McIntyre. There's another wrister from the point, and Sukalis makes a save in front. Rebound chance. That one would not go. A slapper from the left point on the follow-up to that. Another save from Sukalis, and it is craziness in front. Still jamming for the puck. That player had the really good chance in front and then just tapped it again, and now they're celebrating and they've scored. Dan Deering had a few really good chances. Nauset finally after that second chance from Deering, he tapped it and it was still loose as he was, oh no, they've blown this off actually now. I couldn't see who scored after I put on the binoculars and to check out Deering had the highest quality of the chances there. And a second one, and then after that second tap with Deering on the glove side of the left-handed Sukalis, and somebody else put it in front, but they've blown the play dead, so we stayed scoreless. And Mashpee-Monomoy will get the puck out the center. This is reached for by Ethan Keeney. Mashpee-Monomoy, though, able to get it into the offensive zone. See if Nauset can get it right back out. They do. Keep in vain by Alex Tosi. Nauset wanting an interference call on the hit that you just saw. Still no score here in the first period. Nauset getting new players out onto the ice. The Monarchs get the puck out. Putting on the back skate and flipping it out of his own zone. Peyton Pender for Nauset. There's going to be a wrister from the right wing. Flipped a little bit by number 10, Logan Valine for Nauset. And the easy save then made after that by Dominic Tsoukalis. Once again, pressure for Nauset to keep it in, but Mashpee-Monomoy escapes it. And this loose puck is going to be golfed in the direction of the net by Charlie Southworth. Monarchs able to keep this in. Slapper from the point. That one was taken by Chris Matten, and this save is made by JT Tulloch. And let's tell you our first sponsor for this game, brought to you by Cape Cod Refrigeration, Heat, and AC, specializing in Mitsubishi ductless systems, family owned and operated since 1996, serving Provincetown, Truro, Wellfleet, Eastham, and Orleans. Call them at 508-349-5821 or visit CapeCodRefrigeration.com. Penalties coming up, and this is going to be on Mashpee-Monomoy. First power play of the game goes to Nauset. Couldn't see what the call was. The penalized player is Jack Stone. One of the things about Twitch that I cannot do, it's about the only thing I can't do, not that I need to be doing it, with the phone being affixed to the top of the tripod now, I can't zoom. So no zooming, I'm sorry. Brought in. Battle for the puck near side. Flipped. And out.
Slow it down. Wait for them. Wait for them.
And this will be Peyton Kender. Plenty of space to skate out the center. Kender still got it. Kender will wrist one. And sticking out the glove was Tsoukalis, but it hits off the glass. Now pivoting away from some pressure here. And with the puck still is Cooper McIntyre. He'll hop it over to the left side. Here comes the wrister from the circle. That one would not go from Noah Clark. There's Clark, who left point, shoots. And Sticks coming out in front to try and knock that down in vain. McIntyre had the puck. McIntyre still with it. Now it's going to go out for Clark. Clark sent along the far side now. Turnaround shot! And that one would not go from Deering. Tension on the near side from Ethan Keeney. And that's it for Nauset. And we're down to 20 seconds on the power play. 6 and change to go in the first period. Oh, open ice hit the blue line. An effective penalty kill for the Monarchs with 5 seconds left. All across the line, it does go out to the neutral zone. Now Mashpee-Monomoy tries to go 2 versus several more than 2, and they couldn't get past the blue line. We're looking for our first goal, and this is brought in across the line. It'll be a wrister. Tulloch getting a piece of that shot from Chris Matten.
Nice help!
Now it's going to be Camden Viprino getting it out the center. Mashpee-Monomoy tries to reverse that momentum and successful. Captain for Mashpee carrying it all along this near side and holding on as he gets bumped. That's Max Abood. Played to the near half wall.
He's behind!
Hopping free and off the end boards from Sam Weiner. And up the center. Sorry, Weiner. I did have it written down. I had to look for it. And now Mashpee-Monomoy going through neutral. This is chipped in deep. And to the near side, it'll be shot from the left point and knocked down by a stick. That's a shot taken by Chris Matten, one of two Mattens on this team for Mashpee-Monomoy. Now puck in the Monarch zone. 4.5 to go in the first. And Monarchs get it right back out.
Step up!
Pass into the middle. Good defense from Nauset. Mashpee-Monomoy throwing bodies, trying to keep it in, but it's going to be skated the other way, and a backhander will not go, as good defense on Peyton Pender. And things get physical now. Reached for at the point and stepping into the high slot, shooting a big rebound on that shot from Ethan Keeney, but the save was made by Dominic Sukalis. Ethan Keeney getting it out the center for Nauset. Oh, some obliteration effort from Jack Vitnitsky on Colin Underhill. Drop from the near side, missing. Puck in the Mashpee-Monomoy zone. Now shot from the left point, just hopping wide from Zach Roberts. It'll be kept in at the line by Colin Underhill, but Nauset's in the process of changing here. Keeping it on the far half of the ice for now. Less than 3 minutes to go in the first. We've been going a while without a whistle here. And it's pushed back to Noah Clark. Clark crosses the red line, and now the offensive blue line. He leaves it back.
Get it deep!
And forced across back to the neutral side of the blue line was Ryan Redahan. And now man skating right up the gut of Charles Moore Arena, and 1 versus 4 here, and losing it as a result was number 16 for Mashpee-Monomoy, Lucas Tambolio.
Help him! Time!
2 minutes and change remaining in the first period. A big knockdown. A couple of number 17s come together, and Nauset's Peyton Kender gets the better of Brant Butcher. First time we're calling his name, and maybe wishes not so. Tulloch making the save on the shot from Wyatt Archibald.
Get going!
Now man chugging through neutral. That's McIntyre for Nauset. Finally loses it. Puck in the corner. There's McIntyre. Throws it towards the net and cleared by Mashpee-Monomoy, and we get icing. That's going to give us time to tell you also about our sponsor for this game, Siemens Bank, and Cape Cod's community bank since 1851. Siemens Bank has continued their commitment to the community and has 5 branches from East Ham to Provincetown. Siemens Bank is highly regarded for its community involvement and support with the local schools, business, and nonprofit organizations through its charitable foundation. Siemens Bank would like to wish the Nauset Warriors a great season. Pressure here from Nauset in the offensive zone. Unable to get anything done there. We're down to the last minute of the first.
Get up the ice stick!
Puck in skates.
One man!
And goes down for Nauset as they try and get it deep. Loose puck out the center. Less than a minute remaining in the first. It's going to be a long distance wrister wide of the net by Clayton Hussey. And less than a half minute to go now in the first. Maybe one last chance here for Mashpee before the period ends. Abood, great penetration, finally spiked away. 10 seconds left. Check in the corner. And hammered around by Peyton Pender, out and down. And that's how the first period will end. Nauset had a goal waved off in the first, and that would have been the only one, but it's scoreless after one period of play. This game's also being brought to you by Agway of Cape Cod, locally owned, family operated, serving the Cape for over 25 years with lawn, garden, wild bird, and pet supplies. Visit their 3 Agway locations in Orleans, Dennis, and Chatham, online at agwaycapecod.com.
9-9.
We'll take a break. Shots are 9-9 after one period of play, and we'll have the second period for you in a little bit. You're watching the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. back, everybody. We are live here at Charles Moore Arena in Orleans for the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. And so happy to be here to kick things off. Those of you who have an eagle eye might know today was supposed to be Bishop Stang at Nantucket, but the ferry got canceled, so we transfer to the Lower Cape and do this one here today. Again, this is a 0-0 game between Mashpee-Monomoy and Nauset after one period. The next game scheduled is going to be next Wednesday, and that is going to be Martha's Vineyard at Attleboro. First time we'll get Martha's Vineyard on for the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Didn't get a chance to put them on last season, and then the one after that, we're going to have a loaded schedule for the week of Christmas. So make sure to follow my Twitter. That's Jim_McCabe_40 MCC Abe like Abe Lincoln. This is the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week on Twitch via Twitter. And we are underway here in the second period on a Saturday night. Then the reason that Nantucket game was canceled was because of the weather. It's been a windy, wet day here on the Cape. But we're nice and dry here inside. Now Nauset's on the far end of the ice for this second period. Their goal is, anyway, is what I mean. A penalty's coming up here to Nauset. A hit on the end boards from Ryan Redahan on Jack Bitnitsky. And that is going to be the first power play of the game for Mashpee-Monomoy.
That was one of the first things we said, is don't, you see numbers, don't hit.
Mashpee-Monomoy gets this face-off win. And so they'll start off this power play on a positive note, trying to set things up. Max Abood carrying this puck. Position to in front of the Mashpee-Monomoy bench. Now the shot is saved by JT Tellick. That was taken from the left point just a moment ago. 16 seconds off the power play. Another face-off win for the Monarchs. Locked up on the far half wall. It squeaks free, and it's going to be slapped down the ice by Nauset's Noah Clark. Helpful thing for the, I think both of these teams have numbers on the front of their jerseys. That's helpful. And another penalty coming up here. And that's going to even things up on this penalty that's just been called, and the player going to the box for Mashpee-Monomoy is Wyatt Archibald. Multiple Archibalds on the team last season. Wyatt's the only one left. Nauset wins the faceoff as we're on 4-on-4 time now. And the save is made on the little flip in front from Clayton Hussey.
Do it again, Vitino, do it again, do it again, do it again.
Dominic Tsoukalis making the save for the Monarchs. Nauset will eventually get its second power play, barring anything further. Off this face-off, it's going to be escaped out to center by Charlie Southworth. Southworth just unloads the puck as he had pressure in front. And now Nauset's going to escape the other way. It was led on by Peyton Kender. Skated out by Jack Stone. Stone for Mashpee-Monomoy, going wide on the near side. And then getting hit into him was Peyton Kender. And Nauset will try to escape out of their zone with this. Good skating work being done by Ethan Keeney. He'll backhand it right up the middle, and that one works out for Nauset. There was a man there at the line for Mashpee, but not able to keep it in. Occasionally we'll call them Mashpee, although I try to honor the full co-op and say Mashpee-Monomoy. Now with this is Jack Vitnitsky. Vitnitsky still puck shoots one high. Save made Tulloch. There's no Mashpee-Monomoy player in front there to collect the rebound. Good carry in there and shot on goal. Now it's brought in the other way. Stopping with this is McIntyre for Nauset. Dashed off his stick, and it'll go deep into the Mashpee-Monomoy zone. A couple of Nauset players come behind. It squeaks to the far half wall and pumped back deep by Ethan Keeney. Nauset is on its power play now. This is their second. Spun in from the line by Zach Roberts. And sent along further from the near side by Dan Deering. It'll be nudged out. Here comes a slapper. Deflected, and the save made. From the point, that shot came in from Keeney. And sticking with it off the deflection in front was Dominic Tsoukalis. And that will take us to the end of the second power play of the game for Nauset. Playing it from behind his zone is Peyton Kender. That'll be a shot attempt from Chris Matten at the right point for Mashpee-Monomoy. But this is going to be harmless for the Nauset Warriors, although pressure is still being applied here by the Monarchs to keep it in. Now turning and shooting. Well, this one for Mashpee was Lucas Garneau. He's back on the team this season for the Mashpee-Monomoy Monarchs. Nauset regathers. And facing the pressure, Garneau's going to go in deep. Stashed away from him by Noah Clark. And here is Nauset getting it out. Maybe can get something going here, but it is going to be an offside. Coming up in the second period intermission, we are going to have an intermission interview. We're going to be talking with Johnny Purcell and Noah Tambolio. Both now playing for Louisville College Hockey. And as this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week season opener starts off with Mashpee-Monomoy and Nauset, it's those two teams are represented by those players, good players that are now playing the collegiate level, that will talk to us about their experience. Still looking for our first goal in this contest. Pass from his own blue line by Brant Butcher. Reaching for this and going wide, and they'll finally shoot it. Was Charlie Southworth, and the easy save was made by JT Tulloch. Nauset will send this in from neutral. Play to the near side of the Mashpee-Monomoy zone, and it's going to be kept in on the line by Peyton Kender. Kender continues to get on through here and shot from the left circle, knocked out by the glove of Tsoukalis, with a player crashing in for the rebound and still down. And in the middle of this scrum is this Nauset player that came in. And we're going to tell you that was Nick Silva. Good glove knockdown there from Dominic Tsoukalis. Unable to get it cleanly, and so there you had the Nauset player come in for the crash in after that. This will be grabbed by Max Aboud and skated out to center. Aboud with speed, but guess who else had speed was a Nauset player? That was Logan Valine. Aboud tried to settle down for a shot in the left circle. It didn't happen. And it's going to be Noah Clark for Nauset. He's got pressure coming. He'll send it to the near side. There's players in place for Mashpee-Monomoy there, and it wound up going back to the line for a try by Chris Mattin. That one would not go. And out the center. Nauset will not be denied to get this one out. Player goes down for Nauset into the boards there. A big hit put on Peyton Pender. Didn't see who that was for Mashpee. And then a whistle and a stoppage in play. Game's being brought to you by Cape Cod Refrigeration, Heat and AC. If you need service for your commercial refrigeration or need to install or upgrade your residential or commercial air conditioning system, call them today at 508-349-5821. That's 508-349-5821. Or visit CapeCodRefrigeration.com. Thanks so much to them for returning this season to sponsor this broadcast. Chances for Nauset there, side of the net, didn't go. And it's going to be skated up the wing and pushed along by Ryan Lima. It's going to go back for what winds up being a slap pass from Jack Stone to the far corner. And it was played along by Ethan Keeney. Mashpee-Monomoy able to keep this in. Lucas Garneau's wrister, save made by JT Tulloch. With 8:01 remaining in the second period, we still have no score in this one. Nauset's had about a power play and a half, officially credited with 2, but second one was pretty brief, and Mashpee-Monomoy has one as well. It's been a pretty even game. The shots were exactly even after one period. This will come out. And it's going to be nudged out to Garneau. Takes a shot, knocked down in traffic. It was passed to him by Lucas Tambolio. A couple of players know how to play with each other for Mashpee-Monomoy. Shot from the left circle. That one would not go from Bram Butcher. Excellent move from Jack Stone. That gets a rise from the Mashpee-Monomoy contingent as they like that. One move from Stone to keep it in. Got his defender shaken and bacon. We'll be able to keep it on the far side by Lucas Tambolio. Mashpee-Monomoy with some buzzing here, and they've got a power play coming up here. It'll be their second of the game. A cross-check call is coming up. And that is Cam Taylor. Passed out in front. And then it's cleared. That shot from wide Archibald passed to him by Jack Bitnitsky. Great individual effort, finally getting knocked down. Clayton Hussey on the big hit on him from Bitnitsky. Bitnitsky's been in the middle of a number of big hits for Mashpee-Monomoy. Now Wyatt Archibald skating it out to center. He'll leave it ahead. And a little, not sure if he thought players were in different spots than they were. But now Nauset will take it off the turnover. It's going to be hammered down the ice by Noah Clark. Get back! 45 seconds on the power play from Mashpee. He'll go to the near side for Jack Stone, and actually he's going to let it be picked up by Max Abood, who falls, recovers. Still, it's going to wind up being a turnover here, but then dashed by Abood off the stick of Camden Viprino. Half minute remaining on the power play. They sent in from the red line by Chris Matten. Pressure coming on him, gotten rid of by Ethan Keeney. And Nauset's going to get this one out. 5 seconds left, and that'll be the last clear they get. Well done by Nauset. They're 2 for 2 on a penalty kill. This will be cleared out of his zone by Chris Matten. And Nauset sending the other way, and they're going to get called for icing. Gives us time to tell you about our other sponsor for tonight's game, Siemens Bank, Cape Cod's first community bank. And Siemens partners with great organizations like Cape Cod Children's Place to support local families, make a better life here on the Cape. Please go to their website, www.siemensbank.com, to learn what Siemens may be able to do for you and your family. Let's go Warriors. This shot comes in, knocked down in front, chance again for Brent Butcher. And the save was made by JT Tulloch right on the doorstep. Hustle time, he runs out of time. As Mashpee-Monomoy is going to get this one back, but tight defense here from Nauset, and a great pass that connects here. And played out in front after. It was Cooper McIntyre passing it in to the direction of Dan Deering. And that was a good chance there. Watch out. We didn't get any pucks up here for any of the game broadcasts last season, but we get them up here sometimes, right? Sometimes. Yeah. If you're at a rink and you're not behind a safety net, you have to be a percentage prepared at a minimum. 4:03 to go in the second, still scoreless. That was a big thumping put on Jack Stone by, that was Pete Murphy, first time we're calling his name. Pete Murphy for. And also, meanwhile, Mashpee-Monomoy going the other way, left out in front. Players battling for the puck in front of the net. Eventually, it's going to be controlled by Nauset and skated out the center. And now a little bit more, crossing the line and playing it deep for Nauset is Cam Taylor. And Nauset not able to keep it in. Turning with this one at center ice is Peyton Kender. He'll give it on over for a dumping attempt that would not get deep. And Nauset having trouble getting it deep into the Mashpee-Monomoy zone. The Monarchs are going to get this back and played out the center. Almost a big collision between a pair of number 8s. That didn't quite materialize. Crowd here at Charles Moore Arena in New Orleans waiting for something to cheer about. You can tell by certain things that have happened in this game. It's a partisan crowd. Versus a rivalry, Monomoy High School, Nauset High School, and Mashpee involved in this as well. This will be a hammer attempt, but blocking was Chris Matten. And the Monarchs will control this one. Max Abood trying to get through, almost clotheslines this man. Nauset will repossess, but pressure here on the forecheck from Mashpee-Monomoy. But that's that, as Nauset will get it the other way. 2 minutes and change remaining in the second period. Center, it goes on back for blast. That one pinballs away on the blast from Keeney. Out center wide, Archibald on the wing. He's got a step. Archibald now stops hard. Turns onto the forehand. Archibald is wrapped up nicely by Keeney. And then side of the net chance there for Mashpee-Monomoy, but it's going to be gloved down by Tulloch. And this game's being brought to you by Agway of Cape Cod, your local source for the pet food and supplies you need to keep your four-legged family members happy and healthy. Visit Agway in Orleans, Dennis, and Chatham, and online at agwaycapecod.com. Minute 45 to go in the second, still scoreless between Nauset and Mashpee-Monomoy. Delayed offside on Mashpee-Monomoy. It'll be hurled along by Ethan Keeney. Presence by Mashpee-Monomoy in the offensive half of the ice. Going to be a wrister missing from Jack Bitnitsky. Going back out in front. This will be controlled, settled, and funneled along the near side boards by Alex Tosi. First time we're calling his name. Returner for Mashpee-Monomoy. And a whistle here. And a penalty against Mashpee-Monomoy. Penalized player is Lucas Tambolio. Couldn't see the penalty there, but it's going to be a power play for Nauset. Their third of the game, and that will close out this second period. Mashpee-Monomoy's without Max Abud as well. You might be able to see him behind the Mashpee-Monomoy penalty box. And he looks like he's getting attended to in one way or the other. Again, Nauset is 0 for 2 on the power play. Closing out this second period, they'll have some carryover to the third. Can this be the chance for Nauset to get its first goal? Brought in nicely, but then looked like it was going to be Mashpee getting out of danger. Wound up being another turnover, and a couple saves had to be made by Sue Collis on chances for Nauset's Clayton Hussey as well as Dan Deering. 10 seconds left in the period. That'll be hustle time here for Nauset. It is brought in. There's a slapper wide of the net. And that might be it. It is, as that final chance from Hussey. 1 minute and 1 second of power play time will carry over to the third period for Nauset High School. And we'll have a intermission interview here in just a little bit. We'll invite you to stick around for that. In this game, it's Mashpee-Monomoy nothing, Nauset High School nothing. Back for the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week in just a little bit. How we doing? All right, we're on the air here. Of course, we're on the air. We never went off the air. It's Teddy Purcell and Noah Tambolio who are here with me.
This is Johnny Purcell. That's the nickname.
John, Teddy or Donnie? That's why I get confused.
Teddy.
Teddy. Okay.
Nickname in school is Teddy.
That's what I thought. All right. I know you can't see. I'm trying to save battery on the cell phone up here. There it is. All right. Now I see myself. Took about a minute to late here. Nauset versus Mashpee-Monomoy. You guys are now playing on the same team, Louisville.
Yes, sir.
You were opponents in high school. Yeah. Now you're teammates. I guess you guys talk, whichever one wants to say, about the experience first of playing with each other and playing college hockey as well.
Well, we played a little bit. We played a lot together in Coyotes growing up before, so we knew each other coming into it. Yeah. But it's a really great time. It's a lot of fun. Great group of guys we got. Look pretty good. We'll speak up a little bit.
A little closer.
I got you.
Just making sure. Did you have anything else?
Not really.
No one wants to know?
Yeah, and then going through high school, I mean, he and I played against each other, and I think he and I were both kind of our equals in a way. Because I mean, you know, I'd be going down the ice and he's there, and he'd be kind of go down the ice and I'm there
every
too.
Every time I look up in a one-on-one, it's this guy, and it's nicer giving you breakout passes now than worrying about you beating me wide. So,
have you guys factored in on each other's goals at any point?
He's got the assist on my only goal, so
really?
that was a pretty special one.
Yeah,
nice. In a rivalry game too, it was a huge game.
Yeah,
so
it was really something special too.
Yeah, it was
two Cape Cod kids. Way far away.
I'm sorry, we should mention here, you guys are here today, you guys are on break. Just tell me about the experience your first year playing college hockey at University of Louisville.
You know, it was obviously like a big adjustment period. Like, I went from being one of the bigger guys on my team to one of the smaller ones. It's a lot of fun. The speed's obviously a lot faster. The guys hit a lot harder, shoot a lot harder. So it's a lot. The challenge has been a really good time.
Yeah, I'd say I've always been one of the smaller guys, but the challenge is definitely there too. And I think, you know, going down south, people don't really think, you know, it's kind of like a football, basketball, baseball type of country, but like, you know, hockey isn't really known to be big there, but it's actually much better than people think.
Yeah.
And, you know, we went down there and it surprised us, and, you know, it's nice to see that, you know, it's developing in other places of the country too.
Yeah, places where it needs to develop. It just seems like it's a constant positive motion of development.
Exactly.
Let me see. Let me ask. Noah, you got still a couple brothers playing here, so
Yes,
you're coming back here. You're not playing with them for the first time. What's for this Mashpee-Monomoy team? You're watching. They're playing. Tell me about the Tambolio lineage playing hockey here on the Cape.
Yeah, well, we kind of, obviously we grew up together and everything, and I was the first one to play hockey, and they kind of followed in my footsteps, and they followed me onto this team, and they took the reins over when I graduated, and I couldn't be proud of these guys, all of them, every single one on the team. They're all my brothers, so, you know, they're all, and it's a big young group of guys, and I think they got a lot of talent, and I think they can perform well.
Good stuff. And I'm sorry, I meant to ask this. Miles Walther, of course, one of your teammates. Yep. You guys got to play against him because he's playing for Virginia Tech.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So, what was that like?
It's a special moment. It was fun for me because I've always been on the same team, and we always had like the competitive rivalry in practice of like you never want to let him beat you or beat you in a one-on-one or something like that. So it was nice to finally get a chance to play him. Sadly, came out on the wrong end of the stick there, but he's got a great team. He's a great player, and their Virginia Tech team looks really good.
Yeah, he's a great player, and I've played with him growing up, and I played against him just like John. And you know, going down there was kind of surreal and strange at the same time because you know playing against him just like I did in high school, 1,000 miles away, and you know, it really couldn't have been any more special. And I thought it was a great game.
Great guys. What do you think of this game? Nothing still. What are your observations on this one so far?
I think both teams look good. Obviously, both teams got pretty young, but I think they got a really good. I think Nauset's got a really good shot here. They're looking pretty good, so I'm excited.
And I could say that very same about Monomoy too. I think we hang in this game too. So because I know Nauset's definitely given us a beating over the past couple of years, but every once in a while we come through, and I think this might be one of those games. So we'll just have to see how this third period goes.
Awesome, guys. So, enjoy the rest of the game.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much, and good luck the rest of the way, Louisville. We're keeping track of you guys and wishing you best of success moving on forward.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, guys. We'll be back with the third period in a little bit. Welcome back. The third period is about to start here at Charles Moore Arena in Orleans. This Cape Cod High School hockey game of the week. Nothing after 2 periods. And Nauset is on a power play to start things off. They have about a minute of power play time remaining. Thanks so much for Noah Tambolio and Teddy Johnny Purcell for coming up here and talking with us. Really good stuff, and they are doing these 2 high schools proud with their advancement and playing collegiate hockey. Penalized player for the Mashpee-Monomoy Monarchs was Lucas Tambolio.
Settle it down, bring it back! Bring it back, set it up!
This will be cleared out the center. And button hooking with this is Cooper McIntyre. Makes a man miss. We've seen a little bit of that in this game. And side of net, jam job would not go. And it's going to be cleared. Down.
Go!
And now this is going to be icing on Nauset. On the scoreboard, the Cape Cod Furies are going to be playing tonight at 8:10 versus Plymouth South. Of course, that's a co-op team that includes both of these boys teams, Nauset and Monomoy, as well as Cape Tech. This is a knockdown, dragged into the slot, and then spiked off the stick of number 17 for Nauset, Peyton Pender. And now sent into the Nauset zone. We're even strength here. We've played about a minute of this third period. Power play just ended a moment ago for Nauset. Oh, and a turn shot. And it did not go from Clayton Hussey. A little pressure here coming from Lucas Garneau. Getting away from him and getting up the near side boards is Ethan Keeney. And a loose puck will be backhanded along by Logan Valine. Grabbing this in his own zone is Alex Tosi for Mashpee. And finished out to center.
Opposite! Right up front!
And this will go back for a shot from the right point that winds up going off the glass from Alex Tosi a few moments ago. Now this pass ahead for Lean. And the shot. Saves made. They're giving the man a lot of time there. Goaltender Sukalis to drop that. And finally he did. There'll be a shot deflected. And saved. The deflection did come in front there from Colin Underhill on that shot from Ethan Keeney. Very skillful play there. And the save made by Dominic Sukalis. A great goaltending matchup in this one. Face-off win for Mashpee. This is going to be kept in for a moment. Now escapes. This will be a race for the puck down to the Nauset zone. Hurried along by Noah Clark. Trying to grab this one back towards zone net is Pete Murphy. Winds up going in front for a chance by Lucas Tambolio, and that one just missing. Oh, and right there was a shot. One from number 28, Pete Murphy. Great chance there for Murphy. Murphy involved in the lockup, and it's a grab from there. And trying to steer it out in front for Nauset was Colin Underhill. Went off of Mashpee-Monomoy's skate, and that disrupted that. Now getting this Cam Taylor with the dump in.
Help
11 minutes and change remaining in the third period. It's puck down into the Nauset zone. This is icing.
Nice work, Tony. Nice work.
Nauset had the face-off in the offensive zone, but they've got to start now from their own zone. Six with a big hit on 16 there. Pushing Hayden Boucher into the boards was Chris Matten. And now it's Dan Deering. Deering will just dump. Oh! Wow. Couple players coming together there. Chris Matten and Ryan Redahan. And cleared and icing on Mashpee-Monomoy. This game has seen quite a bit of physicality. This face-off will be to the right of Dominic Supalis. Face-off is won back by Viprino for Nauset. Centered. And it goes on through. Man who had that puck sent to him, now chasing it. Hussey. Now dug out of a mess. Hussey tries to step out in front. And too many bodies to make that an effective play. Now set right in front from the wing. And that chance almost going for Nick Silva.
Help him! Guys! One coming, Noah! Move in!
9.5 to go in the third. Player from Mashpee is neutralized as he went in on the forecheck. And that allows Nauset to get it out. Long distance shot. Supalis makes the save. Mashpee-Monomoy doesn't clean up the rebound nearly effectively enough. And here's forechecking pressure from Nauset, but the Monarchs get it out once more. 9 minutes remaining in the third. Still no score. Comes out. Shot, save, rebound, score! Lucas Tambolio has scored to make it 1-0. Mashpee-Monomoy. With 8:53 to go in the third period. Good setup on the pass out in front. And the initial shot came from Charlie Southworth. And then on the follow-up, Tambolio was able to pound it home. So Nauset now must pick up the urgency. And trying to turn on that forehand shot was Pete Murphy, and just ran out of room. Cam Taylor out and right. Here comes a one-timer. Score! Ethan Peeney. And in the span of about a minute, after no goals scored in the first two periods, We are back tied. Wow, Keeney got a lot of that shot.
Ryan! Ryan! Ryan!
I mean, that one went in slow motion. That puck sent back to him from the goal line. And Keeney hammer time home.
Nauset goal scored by number 3, assisted by number 28,
Pete Murphy and Cantel were both with the assists. Now this is brought in. Shoot from Dan Deering, and getting a piece out with the pad, it appeared, was Sukalis. Here comes a slapper. Knocked down in front. That shot taken by Noah Clark. It's going to be passed in front, backhander, and a good sliding block by 15, Richmond, Kyle Richmond for Mashpee-Monomoy.
Get up the ice!
And this crowd is alive watching this one. It's going to be backhanded. It's like a funny bounce. And then a big hit comes in from Ryan Redahan. This man skating up the right wing is Pender for Nauset. Played out in front, and this is grabbed now by Hussey. Played out in front, shot attempt was thwarted. It'll go to the near half wall, and Nauset with the momentum. It is kept in by Keeney. Puck is launched, rebound. That chance in front for Viprino. Viprino didn't go. Now, man, going the other way for Mashpee, and he's one versus several. That's Wyatt Archibald. And do we have a little bit more here in the tank between these two teams? After it started off as a chess match. Rolling tire will be backhanded out of play by Zach Roberts. This game's being brought to you by Cape Cod Refrigeration, Heat and AC. Call 508-349-5821 today for a free quote for a new Mitsubishi ductless air conditioning and heat system. Certified preferred diamond dealers for Mitsubishi and can take care of all of your needs. Game also being brought to you by Siemens Bank, Cape Cod's first community bank, serving the lower Cape communities from Provincetown to Brewster by providing loans for first-time home buyers or anyone starting a new business. They continue to be the quintessential community institution. Please like them on Facebook and Instagram, or go to their website to learn more. Less than 6 minutes to go in the third. Man can't get it around is Cooper McIntyre. There's the pressure behind by Casey Fitzgerald. Man tried to pass it from the point, didn't get all of it, was Jack Stone. And now going all the way back behind his own net for Mashpee is Alex Tosi. He's got a Nauset player on either side of him and somehow was able to get through that pressure and trying to clear. Unsuccessful initially. Player for Mashpee was Casey Fitzgerald. Now finally it is out the center, but Nauset will send it right back in. Cooper McIntyre with a backhand along. And it's Tosi, or I beg your pardon, Jack Stone behind his net, hammered to the near side, and man with it for Nauset, Noah Clark on the other side of the line, and delayed offside. 1-1 the score. This place might erupt if another goal gets scored here. Of course, again, reminder, Mashpee-Monomoy and Nauset playing here, and they won't go to overtime. No overtime in Massachusetts high school hockey for the regular season. Playoffs are a different story. Penalty coming up. Takes them a second to blow the whistle for the Mashpee-Monomoy possession, but this is going to be a penalty on Mashpee. Penalized player is Brant Butcher. Fourth power play of the game for Nauset. And it looks like timeout's being called here. So that gives us time to tell you about our final sponsor for tonight's game, Agway of Cape Cod. Their greenhouses are now open year-round and stocked with beautiful and easy-to-care-for houseplants, as well as great, unique gifts. Visit Agway in Orleans, Dennis, and Chatham, and online at agwaycapecod.com. 4:33 to go here in the third period. Here are the two goal scorers in this one. Lucas Tambolio for Mashpee-Monomoy, and for Nauset, Ethan Keeney. Power play for Nauset is going to come up here with 4:33 to go in the third. Lucas Tambolio last season scored 2 goals on our official stat sheet.
There you go, JT.
All right, here we go. Big power play with this game tied. There you see far end of the ice. And Nauset will have to go back and get the puck behind. Peyton Kender will pass ahead, and Noah Clark skates through center. And Nauset can't get anything on that entry into the zone. Now there's a Mashpee player that's going to be stuck behind here, and so maybe Nauset can take advantage of that. Pulling back with this is Clayton Hussey. Hussey will pass it out to the midpoint, now to the left circle. Clark the shot, and that one staying out. Hussey. Here comes a slapper. And the save is made by the Mashpee goaltender from Kender's shot. Sukalis, great for Mashpee-Monomoy tonight. JT Tulloch has gotten a little quiet here in the later stages of the game, but he's been great for Nauset as well. Mashpee-Monomoy hasn't gotten nearly as much rubber.
50 seconds. One coming.
Also, we'll have to start this breakout from behind their net once more with less than 40 seconds on the power play. 3 minutes and change remaining here in the third. Jim McCabe here with you live on Twitch via Twitter for this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week opener of the 1920 broadcast season. Power play continuing. It will be fed into the skates of Ethan Keeney. Keeney goes down low for it. Keeney behind the net. Stick sweep in there. Forced the puck to the wall. Keeney went back to get it. And now here comes a one-timer. Right there. And swept out. And after that shot came in from Weiner. It'll be distributed. We're back to 5-on-5. Send in front of the net. Loose puck. And it'll be forced out. Penalty. Interference call against Nauset. Brian Redahan, 2:22 left in the third period, and now Mashpee-Monomoy gets back on the man advantage. Their third. Offside.
Good kill here, Nauset. Go here, boys.
2:18 remaining in the third. If a goal gets scored here, one half at least of this arena will go nuts. No pressure for Noah Clark, so all day to rip that one down. Mashpee-Monomoy gets in. Long distance shot off the glass wide, Archibald. And it's going to be Tulloch gloving it down. 1:32 remaining in the third.
Down here. Tender, switch your mode. Switch. Take it on your forehand, grab it. Oh, come on. Grab it.
Face-off win from Mashpee-Monomoy. Drive from the point by Chris Matton, just missing. Another shot flipped from the right point, and that one knocked down in traffic. Nauset gets the clear. Looking for a possibility here. Flipped long, and it's going to be kicked by Kender from the pass from Hussey. Grabbed almost by Wyatt Archibald in neutral. 40 seconds left in the power play. 1 minute remaining now in the third period, tied at 1.
Man down!
Back to his own blue line, Keeney. Angled off the near side boards. 45 seconds left. Garneau at the blue line. He's in legally. Garneau gets the stick handling job done. Now Chris Matton will come in with a shoot that's blocked. Matton behind the net. Centers! It's right there, and Tulloch makes the save on the no-look shot that just came in from Brent Butcher. And now, almost a 2-on-1 for Nauset. Less than a half minute to go, and that one, the puck not cooperating. We might be going to a tie here. Swept along far side, just kicked in the line. This could be it for Mashpee-Monomoy if they can keep this in, but Nauset will recontrol, and 5 seconds left. And these two teams are going to play to a tie. And thus concludes the opening game of the 2019-2020 Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Interestingly enough, if I recall correctly, when we opened up last season with these two teams, I think we had a tie in that one as well. No, it was, you know what? It was a 1-0 game, I believe. Trying to look up the score. I want to see. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a 3-1 game for Nauset. It was a low-scoring game, but 4 goals were scored. So that's twice as many as this one, so I do not recall correctly. But nonetheless, this wound up being a good game. We didn't have a score in the first 2 periods, but then these two teams traded goals within about a minute of each other. And those are the only ones we wound up having in this one. Again, the goal scorers, Lucas Tambolio and Ethan Keeney. Final score, 1-1, Mashpee-Monomoy and Nauset tie in this Saturday night affair. And I'll be signing off here for now. So for those of you who want to know or don't remember from last season, yep, these games will get archived. I had to take the extra step of uploading them to YouTube, and so that's what I'll do at some point here tonight. And of course, highlights will be up as well. This is Jim McCabe saying so long for now. Once again, the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week opens up with a 1-1 tie between Mashpee-Monomoy and Nauset. Our next game is going to be next Wednesday afternoon. It will be a game between Martha's Vineyard and Attleboro. That'll be in Attleboro, Massachusetts. And let me get that game time for you and encourage you to watch for the link. I might not be able to get it in time. I believe the game is around 4 or 4:30. And that is 4:45 actually. So we'll jump on with that one. And thanks for watching, listening to this one here tonight. And we'll see you next time.